moving, and I think he's heading to where Tingana abandoned that kill, and I think there's still food or bits of meat in that tree. It looks like it's still hanging there, so I wonder if that's where he's on his way to now. There's that carcass that was up in that tree for quite a while, so he might be heading straight towards that old carcass. Now that meat must be completely dry by now, but you never know with Hosana. He's heading straight there at the moment. The tree is the one that is just behind this green tree in front of me, is where that carcass is dangling, and so I'm pretty sure that's where he's off to. He's got his nose to the air. Are you going to sit there and pose beautifully for us, Hosana? Isn't that wonderful? I think that's wonderful. It's very special when he poses like that. And now he's going to even get his paw up so that he can look around and just kind of... He is very much a performer, that's for sure. He likes to kind of show off as much as possible, does this boy. And, well, we're not going to complain, are we? I'm quite surprised which way he's kind of moving. Sorry, David. Surprised he hasn't gone for water first, but I think he wants to go check out this carcass. Look, you see he's got his nose to the air, and he's just sniffing a little bit. And the carcass is just round this bend, so that's where the tree is that's got that old piece of meat in it. It's almost, what, 5-6 days old now since that carcass was abandoned. So I'm pretty sure, you see now he's smelling exactly where it was dragged. The old drag mark ran right there, and he's looking now in towards that tree, and there should be a little piece of that meat still in that tree around the corner. Let's just double check. Yes, it's definitely still in there. So there is a little bit of meat still in the tree, but it must be seriously dry now. So if you look up and to the left from him, that's where it is, and he's walking straight towards it. There you can see the bit of the carcass in the sort of left middle part of the tree itself, and a little bit left there, David, and up a bit. There we go. There it is. That's the rest of that carcass that Tingana abandoned, that's sitting right up in the top there. So I wonder if he's going to just jump up there and have a little try and sniff around and see if that's anything that he can eat. I mean, there is ultimately still legs and a bit of bone that he can crunch down and get some nutrients from, so I'm pretty sure he's going to jump up into that area. He's kind of sniffing about. Probably find that he'll eat for a little bit, and then once he's done that, he's going to come down and maybe come for a drink. But you'll see how he's sniffing around and kind of looking and listening and just making sure there's no other leopard that's still here. Callan, yes, just like his dad, ever the opportunist and always kind of looking out for a free meal. So like I say, he's going to eventually see it and go up the trees, just making sure nobody else is here first, especially because there's a bit of a bank, so he can't see what's on the other side. So he's smelling, sniffing. He'll be smelling Umfakazi, he'll be smelling Tingana, and so those things will kind of make him a little bit kind of wary as to what he's doing. But he will definitely pop up into the tree as he goes. There's, like I say, a bit of kill up in the tree itself, so he will head in that direction for sure. Come on, Hosana. It's obviously smelling something there now. He's picked up the scent. But unfortunately, it's not the nicest tree that he's going to go up if he does get to that little meal up there. It's not exactly very pleasant. What have you smelt, Hosana? So Arnold, who is a new viewer, welcome Arnold to Safari Live. I'm glad that you think that this is very, very epic. Arnold, we are in the Greater Kruger National Park in the northeastern corner of South Africa. It is an epic ecosystem, and we're in a part of that Greater Kruger National Park called the Sabi Sands, which is famous for its leopards, and so it's one of the kind of best things about being in these areas is that there are a lot of relaxed leopards like this. Now what's interesting there is that Hosana has sniffed, and now look, he's scent marking. So he's scent marking over whoever else has urinated there. So if it was Mfakazi or if it was Tingana that urinated there, he's just gone and laid a bit of a chemical scent straight over the top, as if to say, this is mine, not anybody else's. And I'm pretty sure, like I say, he will go up into the tree. Even if he doesn't eat it, he'll go and investigate it. It is old, it is dry, and it is in no way any good to probably eat. But a leopard is an animal that will scavenge regularly, and so there might still be a bit of nutrients left in that particular tree for him. You can just see he's kind of just sniffing around at the base. Pretty sure his organ of Jacobson is working overtime as he tries to figure out who exactly has been here. There'll also be a lot for hyenas, so a lot of the Juma clan was here at one point. There was 3 members that were here. Now look, he's going to go straight up. I'm pretty sure he's looking now at that carcass. No, he's decided that's not, maybe he's decided it's not fresh enough, and the smell of another leopard is far more intriguing than the actual carcass itself. And no, there we go, he's going to go up. There we go. So the carcass is there we go. Right, let's try and reposition ourselves a little bit so we can get a bit closer to where he actually is. Right, now while we get closer and figure out where exactly we're going to park, let's send you back across to Steve, who, no, apparently not. Steve has lost reception, so we're not going to be sending you to Steve. You need to stay with us and Hosana. I'm just going to try and kind of get out the way a little bit and allow the tourism vehicles to be in a good space. There we go. Hosana, that is, oh, you can even hear how hard it is with his claws. Can you hear that? It's like dry meat. I know there's another vehicle driving, but you can even see it. It's stiff. It's so dry. Let's have a look. I don't think he's going to eat this. Yes, Conrad, that is indeed biltong of the finest order. In fact, no, it's not the finest biltong. It is far too dry for even that. It doesn't even smell that bad being here. I don't think he's going to eat this. Listen. So you can hear how dry it is. It almost sounds like a cardboard box more than a piece of meat. And Hosana, that can't be nice, boy. He's not convinced, is he? Kind of sniffing it, but where you had to find this a few days ago, then you would have been happier. He's got a leg now. A leg will be better, I think, because at least that bone he can crush down and kind of eat. No, that's not even good. Painted wolf, yes, it was a punching bag. It's a pretty interesting kind of punching bag to have, and he's not convinced, is he? He's kind of bites it, then he's like, this is not what I kind of expected. No, and then down he comes. He's had enough, I think. He doesn't want that kill. He's decided it's old, it's not for him. He is a leopard of discerning taste. He likes fresh meat. Oh, that branch might break. Yeah, no, he did all right. He got down fine. Hosana, you are another cat altogether. Go have some water now. It's a beautiful light for you to go and drink some water. Look how disappointed he looks. Right, now while we kind of see what he's going to do next, because he is a clown, let's send you back across to the Sleepy Lions with Taylor.